When I was about 5 or 6 years old, my parents were the directors of a church summer camp. This one particular year, they booked a camping trip for our family at the end of summer with the hopes of rest and relaxation. They were young. After 9 weeks of camping, hey, let's go camping! This particular trip promised rest and recouping from a long and arduous summer. It was nestled in the mountains with a gentle river flowing through the campgrounds, and the campground even rented rowboats so you could get out on the water and enjoy the scenery. My dad had gotten a half-day rental and wanted to make the most of our time, so we got up at dark 30 and headed out. Wake up, sweetheart, your dad's rented a boat! Come on, Zack, we gotta go. Gotta get on the water if we want to beat the mozzies. Mosquitoes. Dark little boat thing, I can't believe it. We push off, and my dad starts serpentining up the river. To this day, he blames the boat, but we were going all over that river like a dog on crack. Can I row? You can row when we get out of all this vegetation. It's tighter than a kangaroo's pouch right here. Whoa! Ah! A leak! It's only the size of a baby koala's ear. We can head back to the rental place and swap it out faster than a dingo eating a grasshopper. I'm cold. I have to go to the bathroom. We could drop you back off at the campsite on our way. No worries, mate. So we serpentine our way back to our campsite. My brothers and dad hopped out when we got back to shore, but I had eaten a banana and, being the good boy that I was, remembered my banana peel and went back to go grab it and clean it out of there. When I did, my oldest brother, Aaron, noticed that the boat was drifting back out into the current of the river. Now, remember, he's the oldest and took it upon himself to make sure that everything was done correctly. So he decided to remedy this situation. You don't speak Latin. That's something we shall have to remedy, isn't it? Braveheart. I was being a good little kitten on littering when my older brother, my protector, decided to pull the receding craft back onto the bank. Now when he did, my top-heavy body was flung backwards over the back of the boat. Now, I was only in 6 inches of water, but my life jacket performed perfectly, and my knees were at the perfect Goldilocks zone, a science term referring to the position of the Earth relative to the Sun. It's just right. My knees were hooked perfectly on the back of the boat, and I couldn't move. I was like, I can't put my arms down. I can't put my arms down. A Christmas story. My dad and my brothers were stopped in their tracks by my indignant screams for assistance, but alas, no aid came. I was screaming and thrashing like I was in the evil grasp of the Skeksis. The dark crystal, I still have nightmares. After my short life flashed before my eyes and I saw the pearly gates, my mom came running towards me like the 1919 White Sox in the field of dreams. Shoeless Joe Jackson? She heard my cries and came running from across the campground like a luck dragon. Never-ending story. She went around my father and brothers, who are now doubled over on the rocky river bank with laughter. Because of my writhings, my legs were kicking and kicking and kicking. Major pain. She had come to my rescue and helped right a soaking wet Bambi. I could not walk very well. She took me back to the tent where my soaking wet clothes were swapped out for dry ones, and I climbed back in my sleeping bag to try and get warm again.